Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you. Welcome to the HEB Center at Cedar Park. As you find your seats for today's ceremony, we ask that you please move to the innermost seat in your row to ensure room for our other guests. We also ask that incomplete parties refrain from saving seats. After today's ceremony has ended, please exit the building and plan to meet your graduate outside the east main entrance near the flagpoles. Thank you.
Welcome. You may be seated. All right, graduates, everybody wave to your families. Families, everybody yell for your graduates one more time. Good afternoon. My name is Christine Simpson, principal of Rouse High School. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I would like to welcome you to Rouse High School's 2019 graduation ceremony. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce our Rouse High School Student Council Community Service Chair, Rachel Summers. Rachel is the daughter of Steve and Tammy Summers. She has enjoyed serving as our Student Body Community Service Chair this year, and she has been involved in Student Council, NHS, Green Cords, and tennis during her time at Rouse. She will be attending Texas A&M University to study statistics. Oh, I can't even say it, and you're going to study it. Statistics in the fall, and plans to pursue a career in public health. Rachel, come on up and do the right thing here. Save your principal.
At this time, would you please stand for the presentation of colors and remain standing as Rouse High School Band and Choir perform the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you. You may now be seated. I would now like to introduce the honored guests and participants on stage. Please stand when you are called. Leander ISD Board of Trustee President, Aaron Johnson. Leander ISD Board of Trustee Vice President, Grace S. Barber Jordan. Leander ISD Board of Trustee Secretary, Trish Bode. Members, Dr. Gloria Gonzalez Delacchia, Alexis Grimes, Jim McKay, and Pamela Wagner. Superintendent of LISD Schools, Dr. Dan Troxel. Chief of Staff, Matt Smith. Chief HR Officer, Carrie Lynn McSpadden. Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Matt Bentz. Area Superintendent, Sarah Grissom. Principal of Rouse High School, Christine Simpson. Guest speaker, Charlie Rouse. Teacher, Stephanie Smith. Associate Principal, Josh Haug. Lead Counselor, Carrie Robbins. Counselors, Lee Crochet, Ashley Pope, Brad Posey, Amy Woodle, Coordinator of College and Career Transition, Christina Wallace, Dean of Instruction, Stephanie Chisholm, Administrative Assistant, Diane Daycock, Administrative Assistant, Carrie Daly, Principal of Stiles Middle School, Melody Maples, Principal of Pleasant Hill Elementary School, Heather Robbins, Principal of Parkside Elementary School, Lauren Meeks. Thank you all for your support and hard work with this senior class. Our opening remarks will be given by our Rouse High School Student Council President, Paige Butler. Paige is the daughter of Kirsten and Dee Butler and sister of Benjamin Butler. She is a 3-year member of the Rouse tennis team, served multiple officers' roles in student council, and has been involved in various organizations inside and outside of school, including NHS, Spanish Honor Society, and Cedar Park Teen Court. Paige will be attending Baylor University in the fall and is planning on majoring in political science with the intent to go to law school. Paige.
Thank you, Rachel. So here we are, it's graduation day. This is the day that we have worked toward for the past 13 years. That is 2,285 days of school, over 7,020 class periods, hundreds of notebooks, and thousands of Google searches. These experiences didn't just help us get to graduation day, but they helped us to prepare for our future. But we certainly didn't make it here on our own, so I'd like to begin by thanking our families for their unconditional love and support, our friends for making every day a little bit better, and the teachers and staff because they have taught us not only the required curriculum, but valuable life skills like time management, problem solving, and the importance of working together. Please join me in a round of applause for our wonderful families and teachers. High school has been an amazing journey that has brought us to the doorstep of adulthood. We've been presented with so many great opportunities and made so many great memories. But the part of high school that's had the large impact on me is the people I've met and the relationships that I've created. I've been introduced to some of my best friends through school, and I'll be forever grateful for that. In the 4 years spent with friends and fellow students, the memories that we've made will last a lifetime. Like Mr. Lee, always calling us when we're just not ready to answer. The challenging on-ramps courses, Coach Yacht dressing up like Abraham Lincoln, and time spent in teachers' classrooms just talking about life. So thank you to Ms. Swilling and Ms. Stoney specifically. But our journey doesn't end here. It's in the years to come that we have the opportunity to make a difference in our own communities, whether you're attending a university, a 2-year college, going to the military, or directly into the workforce. We've learned the skills needed to build relationships and work with others. Serving others has always been a very important part of my life, and I'm so proud to say that so many individuals in this room share the same passion and are continually serving those around them. Although I haven't had the pleasure of meeting everybody in the senior class, I know that you will all go on to do great things, and I wish each and every one of you the best. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Paige. At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2019 Salutatorian. Dylan Edward Lavalley is the son of Steve and Kim Lavalley, a sixth-generation native Texan and a student of LISD since kindergarten. His high school career has been filled with many rewarding, enjoyable experiences. His three most memorable are competing with the UIL academic science team, holding multiple offices within student council, and playing soccer for 4 years. If he's not attending a school event, you can find him wake surfing or wakeboarding on Lake Travis. Dylan is graduating with a grade point average of 5.658. Dylan will be studying chemical engineering at UT Austin this fall, and he is proud to tell you he bleeds orange, burnt orange, that is. Please help me welcome Dylan.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Simpson. I'd like to welcome the Rouse seniors, their families and friends, as well as the LISD dignitaries, administration, and staff for being here this afternoon. On behalf of my class, I also want to thank the senior parents and the Rouse staff for their support. I also want to give a shout out to my own parents for their endless support throughout this challenging year. All of us gathered here today have at least one thing in common. We've all attended school. Some of us are still attending, some finished this week, and some went to school quite a while ago. But we all have different images that come to mind when we hear the word school. Graduates of 2019. The past 4 years have presented many images to us. We quickly learned how to navigate the halls during freshman year, somewhat figured out our coursework sophomore year, thought about post-high school plans during junior year, and barely skimmed by senior year on the home stretch, all while making lasting memories. When I reflect on high school, most of my memories will be comprised of me with my long hair, or as Coach Knight referred to it, my signature hair. As most of you know, and for those who don't, just a few weeks ago, I had much longer hair than I currently do, so I thought I'd bring it back one last time. It's interesting how a simple decision to not cut your hair can define who you are and become part of your identity. In all honesty, though, I began growing my own hair out because I liked the way it looked. But 6 months in, I became committed to donating my hair to children with hair loss. Despite the good cause, thank you. Despite the good cause, this choice brought a lot of jokes along with it, among them being named La Chica by Coach Elrod, Junie B by my soccer teammates, and being asked if I was in the wrong locker room. Though, it was all well worth it. Along the way, we've each made similar defining decisions that have helped to shape who we are and have led us here to this very room. Being in this room tells everyone else here a lot about you all. It speaks to your decision to pursue success in and out of the classroom and highlights your decision to persevere through the challenges that accompany high school, especially when there's so many distractions paired with the ever-intensifying sickness that we call senioritis, which I honestly think most of us got last year. Nonetheless, here we are. Each of you have made decisions that have defined both yourself and this graduating class, which make us very unique. I'd like to highlight just how unique we are. If you made the decision to join an extracurricular club this year, please stand with me and remain standing. Come on, some of y'all. If you made the decision to help a peer or smile in the hallway, please stand. If you made the decision to play on a sports team this year or attend a school event, please stand. If you made the decision to balance a job with school or brave out your test instead of skipping out on school, please stand. Or if you made the decision to show up to school more times than not, please stand with me. Collectively, We stand here today representing the decisions we have made that define us, the graduating class of 2019. Now, seniors, I want to ask y'all one last time, and let me hear you loud. Whose house? I'm very grateful to have gone through this journey with each and every one of you. Please be seated. As we move forward, life will be filled with decisions, some more defining than others. When I donated my hair, a child with hair loss received a wig at no cost, a decision that positively impacted another life. I challenge you to make the decisions in life that will create a better world. As we all go on to graduate and receive our diplomas today, there's no doubt in my mind that you will go into this new chapter of our lives, making the decisions that allow us to achieve our fullest potential. With all of this said, I wish you all the best in the years to come, and congratulations, class of 2019. Go out there and make a difference in the world. Thank you.
Got your hat? Congratulations, Dylan, on your role as Salutatorian this year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I borrow that wig now? I have some gray I need to cover up. It's a pretty good color, actually. At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2019 Salutatorian, Emily Frances Forrester. Emily is the daughter of Alan and Carolyn Forrester and sister to Jessica, Michael, and Abby. Emily is a Rouse Scholar, an AP Scholar with Distinction, National Honor Society President, and Senior Class Vice President. Emily is also a 4-year member of the varsity cross country and track team, a 2-year member of the varsity soccer team, a member of the Spanish Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Raiders Join for Hope. Outside of school, Emily is involved in her Inside Out small group and enjoys being around her friends. Emily is graduating with a grade point average of 5.758. She will be attending Oklahoma State University in the fall as an honors student and McKnight Scholar, majoring in biochemistry in hopes of becoming a pharmacist in the future. Please help me welcome Emily to the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Simpson. Family, faculty, and students, welcome to the class of 2019 graduation. I am honored and humbled to have the opportunity to speak this afternoon. Although if you were in my English class this year, you know that public speaking is not my strong suit, so please excuse my shaky voice. It's hard to believe that this day has finally come. I remember being asked to write down our graduation year as kindergartners and thinking that 2019 was an eternity away. Everyone says that high school goes by fast, and they were right. I would like to start off with some thank yous to those who have helped us get through these past 4 years. On behalf of the class of 2019, thank you, Mrs. Simpson, for going out of your way to support us. Thank you to the Rouse family for creating a special community that we are all so proud to be a part of. Thank you to the teachers for handling our senioritis with patience, and thank you to the families here today that have dedicated so much time and effort into shaping our characters and preparing us for our futures. I would also like to give some personal thank yous to the individuals that have supported me and surrounded me throughout high school. You all are the reason I am up here today. To my cross-country girls, you have encouraged me at my lowest and celebrated me at my best, and I will forever cherish all of our early mornings together. To my teachers, Ms. Paluski, Mr. Lee, Ms. Thompson, Coach Yacht, Ms. Swilling, Ms. Gazella, and so many more, thank you for dealing with all of my questions. You all have challenged me as a student and have made an indelible mark on my character, and for that I am forever grateful. To Coach Thompson, thank you for always emboldening me when I fall short of my goals and for having patience with me as an athlete. To all of my friends, I wish I could name each and every one of you, but thank you for the memories that have made my time at Rouse so special. To my NHS officers, thank you so much for all of the good, clean fun. To my grandparents, thank you for your continuous support and constant love. To my best friend, Macy, thank you for listening to my complaints, understanding my humor, and loving me always. To my sister, Jessica, your guidance and advice has empowered me to dream big. I wouldn't want to follow in the footsteps of anyone else. To my brother, Michael, thank you for pushing me towards strengthening my faith in Christ and for being someone I look up to, literally and figuratively. To my dad, thank you for teaching me to finish what I start and for supporting me in everything I do. To my mom, thank you for demonstrating what genuine compassion and unconditional love looks like. I would not be the person I am today if it wasn't for you. And to my twin sister, Abby, you amaze me with your talents and your passion to do what you love. It's a special thing when your best friend is also your sister, and I am so thankful I have shared these past 18 years with you. And lastly, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for loving me as I am and giving me the strength to accomplish anything I set my mind to. As I sat down to write this, it quickly became a clear challenge for me to come up with a wise truth common to that of a good speech. I feel as though I don't have enough life experience to be able to stand up here and outline the key to success, but I will do my best to hopefully relay a message that someone in this room might be able to take something away from. Before I begin, let me add a little bit of context. Nearing the end of my freshman year, I was asked by a classmate during Mrs. Keene's Spanish 2 class, "What is your secret?" This question took me by surprise, not only because I was just a freshman living my life and trying to do the best I could in both school and sports, but I also had no genuine answer to respond with. So we just laughed off the question and continued our lesson about conjugating verbs. This question stuck with me throughout these past 4 years, and I have slowly come to formulate my answer. The summer going into my sophomore year, I attended a camp called Steens Mountain Running Camp in Oregon with a teammate of mine. Each year, Steens puts on a Camp Olympics in which each team of around 20 high school-aged runners compete in a variety of events. One of these events being the infamous uphill 5K. We were dropped off 3.1 miles away from the entrance of the camp and given the simple task to race back. However, there was one thing standing in our way: miles of rolling hills. The air horn blew to mark the start of our race, and the crowd of runners took off. I kept my eyes down as to not focus on the hills lying in front of me, but eventually I had to acknowledge the fact that there was no escaping the pain brought about by these frequent steep inclines. Throughout the race, I drew encouragement from our counselors lining the course and the runners who were very much experiencing the same pain I was, but still pushing through. My focus was on the finish line, and I had to continuously remind myself to put one foot in front of the other. Eventually, I made it back to the entrance of the camp, and my physical pain was masked by the exhilaration and sense of success I felt after completing 3.1 miles of straight uphill. I think my experience running this uphill 5K holds true for everyone in life. Our uphills are whatever stands in our way of achieving our goals. Our teammates cheering us on or running the race alongside us are those friends and family members who support us in all of our future endeavors. And our finish lines are the dreams that we chase and the goals that we set for ourselves. While we all have different paths lying in front of us, we will all similarly face obstacles standing in our way of achieving our goals. I believe that in order to have success in whatever it is that you do, you must embrace these obstacles, lean on those surrounding and supporting you, and keep your mind focused on the end goal. So, to my classmate in Mrs. Keene's class, frankly, I don't know that there is a clear, life-changing secret to success. But if we set our minds to something, whether that be finishing an uphill 5K, getting a promotion at work, or graduating college, we are better equipped to achieve what we might otherwise think is impossible. As we leave today, graduates of Rouse High School, I challenge the class of 2019 to embrace what your future holds, cling to those who encourage and inspire you, and fix your eyes on what you want to achieve. Your futures are bright, and I wish you all the best of luck as you race towards your own finish lines. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, Emily, on being our valedictorian for 2019. Before I introduce my next speaker, I would like to ask our senior choir members to join the choir in the back. I am honored to introduce our next speaker. He is a graduate of Rice University, where he excelled in track as a team captain. He capped his career in education in LISD as principal of Leander High School, but we have since forgiven him. During this time, he was instrumental in the development of the Career Passport program. He's responding right now to me behind my back, so forgive me for a moment. Which resulted in our Career Ready certifications for students from every LISD high school. Mr. Rouse is the truest supporter of Rouse High School, my mentor and my true friend. Please help me welcome Mr. Charlie Rouse.
Thank you. Y'all are very kind. I appreciate it. Well, Board of Trustees and Superintendent Tassel, we appreciate your work. Good luck in the future. We appreciate everything that you've done. My principal, my friend, my hero, Christine, thank you for everything. It's been a joy working with you and the administrators, teachers of Rouse High School, parents, and especially grandparents. I love grandparents. Yeah. You know, Sandra and I, our life is wrapped up in Rouse High School, and we love the relationship that we have for each and every one of you. And I appreciate the way that y'all conduct yourselves. It makes us so proud to come in contact with the graduates. So, graduates, as we older folks move through life, I feel we have an obligation to pass on what we've learned. One of the most important things that I have learned is to love without judgment. One would think that a man who's over 80 is set in his ways. However, contrary to that belief, I still look for areas in my life where I can improve. And sometimes it even spills over to my wife. My wife is sitting over here and wonderful 61-year-old bride. Thank you so much. The other day I was wondering if Sandra was getting hard of hearing. And I thought she started to have a hearing problem. So one night I stood behind her while she was sitting in her recliner. I spoke softly to her. Honey, can you hear me? I didn't get any response at all. No response. So I moved a little closer and a little bit louder. I said, honey, can you hear me? No response. Finally, I moved right behind her and said, honey, can you hear me? And she yelled at me and said for the third time, yes. So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself judging a person when you first meet them? I'll share an instance in my life. It was several years ago, after Hurricane Katrina, after it almost completely destroyed New Orleans. It's on the Gulf Coast. But I took part in a chainsaw group who went down to clean up the area around Folsom, Louisiana, actually across the lake from New Orleans. We left home, traveled, and arrived at a church that was the headquarters of the cleanup operation. Everyone was in the dining area when we got there. They were having dinner. Of course, we wanted to have dinner also after being invited. So we were going through the line, and it was hard to find a place to sit in this crowded church kitchen area. The only place I could find was next to a large young man wearing commonly what is called a wife-beater shirt. And he was covered with tattoos and was, in my opinion, very mean-looking. Well, the only place that I could find to sit was eating next to him. And there was very little conversation going on between us. I think I was afraid of him. Well, you know, the next day as men were assigned to work groups, I couldn't believe I was put on a crew with him. After working for a while, I noticed that he was good with a chainsaw and a very hard worker. About mid-morning, he got a call. He stood away for several minutes, and when he returned to our task, I could see that he had tears in his eyes. I finally asked him, "Is there anything I can do to help you?" He said, "No." He said, "You see, these are tears of joy, not sorrow. My wife called and said one of our foster children was missing me and wanted to talk with me." He was from California. Curious, I asked him, "Well, how many foster children do you have?" He answered, "We have 9, and all are brain damaged. And we take in all the children we have room for." I then had tears in my eyes, judging a man without knowing anything about him. Lesson learned for this old man. What a legacy he and his wife will leave on this earth. Of the thousands, and it's probably, I don't know how many thousands of students that I've been associated with in the schools, there's one young man I wish I could have known personally. I think I could have learned a lot from him. He didn't go to Rouse High School, but I saw him play basketball against us. Last December, his life was taken from him. He was in an automobile accident. He was just 17 years old. Everyone after that I came in contact with loved and respected him. Even older people saw something in him that was very special. It interested me to find out what it was. So I inquired around to find out. How can a person so young have such a positive impact on so many people of all ages? I talked to his father about his life. He told me the story about a condition he had when he was young. It was a blood disorder, and he needed transfusions on a regular basis. Eventually, he was able to whip this disorder. Soon after, he came to his dad and asked him to get the names of all the people who gave him blood. Well, his dad said, "That's impossible. You know, the blood came out of a blood bank. There's no way that we can do that." So a couple of days later, the young man came back to his dad and told him he had it figured out. He said, "Whoever I meet in my lifetime from now on, I'm going to treat as if they were the ones who donated blood to me so I could live." He went on to say, "I will treat them like they did something crucial in my life," which they did. They helped me become the person I am today. So now, there's a movement among some teens called Live Like Miles. What a legacy Miles Hutchinson left on this earth. I'm going to ask you today, what legacy will you use or live, stay? That's a good question. I believe that Rouse High School teachers and staff and Leander ISD has prepared you to be the best you can be. As you move into the next chapter in your life, and many more to come, never stop trying to improve yourself. The world will be a better place because of your actions. God bless each and every one of you, and have a good life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlie. At this time, I would like to introduce the Rouse High School Choir, who will perform the song Amazing.
Now, and I don't want to miss out. Is this what life's all about? The world is calling and I'm listening. And I'm listening.
I feel the freedom inside. Come on, let's go for a ride. I finally opened my eyes and I can see it so clearly. So clearly. Life is but a and isn't it amazing?
Sometimes we have what it takes, sometimes we make our mistakes, and now the journey awaits. So don't you wanna come with me? Come with me. We'll make our way to the top, we'll never break, never stop. And when we get to the spot, we'll know we made it there together. We'll remember forever.
Thank you, choir. This afternoon, I have the honor of recognizing some of the unique accomplishments of the class of 2019. The class of 2019 participated in the ACC Dual Credit Partnership at Rouse High School. 57 of our seniors have earned 3 or more college credit hours through the dual enrollment, co-enrollment program with ACC. This senior class has earned a total of 684 college hours, which adds up to a savings of $190,000. If you participated in this program, please stand up and be recognized, students. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to recognize all the students who are graduating as Texas Scholars. Recognition is given to seniors who graduate on the LISD Distinguished with Honors graduation plan. The class of 2019 has 193 students graduating as Texas Scholars. If you have been awarded a Texas Scholar Medal, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. In an effort to provide valuable experiences outside of the normal classroom, Rouse High School seniors are eligible to participate in Cool Week. Cool Week is an internship program with outside businesses in which students spend 1 week learning the ins and outs of a business. This year, 67 students participated in Cool Week. The on-the-job experience is invaluable for students, and we would like to take the opportunity to thank our many business partners in the Leander, Cedar Park, and Austin area for allowing our students to be a part of this experience. If you are one of the 67 students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Lastly, I would like to recognize all of our students who have been awarded scholarships for their academic achievements, merits, talents, and athletic abilities. If you are a recipient of one of these scholarships, adding up to just over $4 million, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. You may be seated. It is with great pride that I begin the most anticipated part of our ceremony, the presentation of the Class of 2019 Awarding of Diplomas. President Johnson, members of the Board of Trustees, and Dr. Troxel, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Rouse High School, it is with great honor I certify that the Rouse High School Class of 2019 has met all graduation requirements of the state of Texas and Leander ISD. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Troxel and members of our Board of Trustees to please come forward so we can begin the conferring of diplomas.
Emily Frances Forrester. Dylan Edward Lavalley. Emma Kathleen Stein. Chad Michael Dittmar. Abigail Catherine Forrester. Austin Dukhong Pham. Rachel Cheng Jaeyoung. Jenny Ainsworth. Macy Shea Trainham. Andres Bernard Vieira. Kalesha Siniza Abawan. Flora Acevedo Archuleta. Norman Reese Adams III. Isabella Joy Atkinson. Travius Brian Akins. Hannah Isabella Aldrich. Christian Tariq Alexander. Dylan Matthew Allen. Emily Marie Alvarado. River Kieran Lee Ambrose. Burke Oren Anderson. Alexandria Catherine Aragon. Anna Brooke Armstrong. Francisco Augustine Arzino. Alyssa Paige Ashley. Chloe Danielle Austin. Colin Raymond Avila. Shelby Renee Bachmeyer. William James Alexander Bagley. Brylan Keith Bailey. Kaylin Danae Banks. Ashley Elizabeth Bunn. Jorge Van Dylan Barajas IV. Leslie Barron. Timothy James Bartholomew. Aaliyah Collie Beecham. Abigail Jean Bindle. Connor Kalen Bennett. Rebecca Ann Bennett. Daxton C. Bishop. Zachary Raymond Black. Aaron Boyd Bouchard. Zoe Lee Boyd Thomas. Rachel Margaret Brady. Carissa Renee Brick. Claudia Maria Braseño. Chloe Michaela Brown. Connor Justin Brown. Keaton Wade Brown. Matthew Bougardine. Evan Ray Burris. Emily Grace Burleson. Mark William Bush. Madison Rose Bouchon. Paige Elise Butler. Alexandra Allen Mackenzie Campbell. Chance Makana Okalani Canless. Thalia Lee Cardenas. Derek Walter Carey. Carrie Lynn Carnes. Blake Allen Carpenter. Delaney Aspen Carroll. Arthur Riley Carroll. Connor Bay Casey. Roberto Carlos Castaneda Jr. Seth Michael Castellano. Elias Castillo. Julia Elizabeth Lanice Cheesebro. Sammy Yusuf Chowdhury. Madeline Kate Christopher. Zachary Scott Cleek. Lauren Renee Clough. Jared Robert Clyburn. Preston James Coffey. Caleb James Kaufman. Miranda Elise Cole. Sienna Nicole Cook. DeAndrea Raquel Cook. Destiny Lynn Cortez. Andrew James Coyle. Jaden Ellis Crow. Olivia Cruz. Savannah Elizabeth Cruz. Keegan John Curie. Isaac James Cutler. Rachel Ann DeMarco. Andrew Luis de la Garza. Carolina de Lara. Lachey Renee Deely. Ruben Diaz. Anna Judith Doherty. Rose Elizabeth Doherty. Nicholas Kane Dominguez. Chelsea Michelle Domange. Grant Alexander Doolittle. Tatiana Rose Duckworth. Sterling Grace Duncan. Caitlin Nicole Dunn. Kyle Mitchell Earl. Tyler Bryce Einkoff. Joshua Ryan Elkins. Megan Curie Ellis. Justin Michael Erickson. Emma Grace Espinoza. Ethan Frank Esquivel. Celine Sarefalo. Mara Jolie Everson. Andre Germain Fajardo. Mackenzie Tyler Falloon. Cameron James Jackson Farmer. Caitlin Bryce Falk. Jack Hamilton Fisk. Zachariah James Fletcher. Caitlin Nicole Forrester. Mason Riley Fowler. Bailey May Franks. Emily Grace Freireich. Colleen Elizabeth Gallagher. Derek Reuben Galloway. Annalicia Marie Gamboa. James Casey Gambrell. Andrew Brady Garcia. Matthew Brian Garcia. Carla Daniela Garcia Arroyo. Jared Nicholas Garrett. Sophia Idalise Garza. Catherine Ann Gertz. Christopher Ray Santiago Gogui. Robert Jacob Gonzalez. Henry Thomas Gonzalez. Connor Lawrence Brown Grant. Farah Eliza Greenwood. Xavria Nicole Greer. Tyler Douglas Gunn. Hayden Joseph Habe. Sophie Noel Hall. Tristan Reed Hall. Violet Eva Hall. Brandy Madison Hardy. Jake Daniel Lee Hayes. Jennifer Ann Heron. Madison Marie Heaton. Davin Mitchell Hechty. Matthew Tunsong Hellman. Heidi Hernandez. Jacob Felix Hernandez. Jessica Lauren Hernandez. Julia Robin Hernandez. Caitlin Denise Hernandez. Tyson Alexander Hernandez. Kaylee Ray Hicks. Andrew James Hooper. Sydney Nicole Hoppy. Eleanor Gail Hudson. Skyla Marie Hughes. Lillian Ashton Humphreys. Caitlin Brooke Hunt. Jacob Boyce Huntley. Mackenzie Lene Huntley. Taylor Ray Hutcherson. Kania Zaylee Jackson. Chloe Tomeo Jaimes. Jessica Lauren James. Ariane Elizabeth Jameson. April Elizabeth Johnson. Avery Nicole Jones. Malachi Aaron Jones. William Henry Jones. Brianna Renee Juarez. Abigail May Youngman. Jermaine Jordan Kent. Bailey Jewel Lyon Kearns. Acacia Brachet Key. Nicole Hachikian. Jasmine K. King. Alexia Alexandria Kingston. Catherine Frances Kirby. Eulalia Beline Martinez Kling. Catherine Shelby Kluback. Kimberly Constance Knutson. Adia Lee Kramer. Chad Michael Cree. Emily Christine Krinky. Zoe Carmen Laborde. Deja Marie Ladson. Isabel Teresa Lajani. Christian Hunter Lambert. Liz Landry. Jeremiah Morgan Latta. Anthony Michael Lavoro. Cassandra Diane Lee. Finn Lamoose. Dylan Edgar Lewis. Ryan Christopher Lewis. William Anthony Lilienthal. Jake Dylan Lilly. Lindsay Maurice Logan. Noah David Longacre. Ryla Nari Lott. Alessandra Loza. Hannah Kate Lucas. Trinity Marion Ludecki.
Braden Eli Brown Martin. Nicholas Martin Orego. Haley Alyssa Martindale. Alexander Emil Malini. Nicholas Anthony Mauricio. Hunter Wesley McAfee. Cliff McCoy. Haley Edith McDaniel. Sebastian Brock McFarland. Devin Chase McMullen. Nicholas Reed McNeely. Alejandro Fernando Melendez. Renee Saul Melendez. Nicholas Christian Moraz. Emma LaRose Metcalf. Meg Lauren Mitchell. Noel LaDawn Mitchell. Martha Molina Rodriguez. Isaiah Jacob Mondelli. Ethan Steele Moore. Julia Claire Moore. Madeline Leah Moore. Paige Elizabeth Morris. Burke Anthony Morton. Kobe Samuel Moses. Robert Stickley Mount. Angel Murga. Matthew Thomas Myers. Sydney Nicole Nowert. Alejandro Ivan Neff. Bonnie Christine Nealon. Keegan Ryan New. Kent Maximilian Nidomia. Grayson Ray Norris. Hunter Wade Norris. Anthony Michael O'Brien. Megan Sky Olds. Michael Asher Olivas. Sarah Nicole Olson. Megan Riley Ombres. Olivia Eve Oswald. Andrew Jesus Padilla. Faith Tetelestai Jubilee Parsons. Christian Michael Dean Patty. Rebecca Nicole Payne. William Connor Payne. Chandler Joseph Peck. Anna Kelly Perez. Jason Milton Perez. Sydney Claire Perkins. Max Elliott Persillan. Allison Nicole Pugh. Nicholas Stevens Pike. Samuel Ross Piper. Elizabeth Ann Portwood. Graydon James Powell. Karen Melissa Puerto. Jacob Alexander Quezada. Volcano Abraham H. Ramirez Ford. Ethan Patrick Ramsey. Lucas Ryan Ramsey. Sterling Douglas Reed. Tatiana Olivia Renteria. Sebastian Alexander Reyes. Ashlyn Margaret Ray. Mackenzie Anna Reisman. Jeffrey Shane Richardson. Diego Antonio Rios Rivera. Kirsten Lynn Roberts Van Horn. Jeffrey Tolbert Robertson. Angelise Renee Rodriguez. Madeline Ann Rose. Matthew Shane Rosalier. Bailey Rosemary Rouse. Taylor Paige Russell. Dorothy Elizabeth Rust. Aranza Renee Salcido. Lindsay Hope Salzman. Luke William Salzman. Rachel Luis Sanchez. Sergio Sanchez. Blake Jeffrey Sanderson. Bailey Andrew Saul. Jordan Mackenzie Schneider. Rachel Lauren Schneiderite. Taylor Grace Schwantner. Hunter William Shanks. Aiden Lance Sharp. Sydney Claire Sheehan. Madison Mackenzie Shelley. Connor Michael Harrison Shields. Husafa Siddiqui. Alexander Joseph Servitas. Braden Lane Skinner. Bryson Eugene Sledge. Dylan James Smith. Hannah Aubrey Jean Smith. Levi Smola. Jared Rhett Southard. Olivia Page Sparshoe. Marcus Lance Spurgeon. Joel Thomas Starnes. Trevor Ian Stebbins. Charles Philip Steiner. Hannah Morgan Steinmetz. John Wesley Stetson. Mallory Ellen Stewart. Annabeth Marie Stover. Ian Otto Stride. Sheila Teresa Stroud. Rachel Summers. Christian J. Sesteta. Jesslyn Rose Swain. Isabel Elena Zepatowski. Ramon Tarango IV. Tavian Joseph Tate. Brittany Deanne Tatum. Caitlin Nicole Tatum. Ethan Lewis Taub. Nicholas Salvatore Temporale. Cheyenne Nicole Thompson. Carlin Autumn Renee Thompson. Allison Marie Thurman. Thomas Neil Tolbert. Devin Allen Torres. Khadiza Taisha Trailer. Teresa Tween Trung. Alex Jeru Tung. Jessica Kaylee Turner. Zachary William Turner. Jason Michael Turquette. Laura Antonetta Urban. Caleb Alexander Utter. Tatiana Yasmin Valdez. Marissa Elizabeth Valenzuela. Bailey Renee Vanoy. Jesus Vargas. Zara Jarar Vartanian. Kinsey Bly Verhallen. Darren Elizabeth Vest. Michaela Francis Visnick. Miguel Alejandro Villarreal. Christina Maria Vu. Jackson Frazier Walker. Taylor Marie Walker. Bailey Krista Jean Ward. Ashlyn Kelly Watkins. Hayden Scott Vanway Watts. Taylor Ann Wilcox. Ilana Emily Williams. Nicholas Tommy Williams. Edmund Winteroth. Gabriel William Wood. Megan Elizabeth Wood. Zachary Francis Woods. Zachary Lee Ibarbo. Cameron James Yunker. Kennedy Breon Zenon. Eric Alexander Zukowski. Nicholas Ryan Zuniga.
Let's give them one more round of applause. You tricked me. You were so calm earlier, and then all of a sudden all these dance moves start coming out when you hit the stage. Who knew you had such talents? I love the energy at this part of the ceremony. I guess this is a good time to give you my gift, a short speech. That's not the end. Give me another minute. Simply put, I want to thank you with a quick story. On May 24th, I was part of the first 2019 Rouse graduation. If I can direct your attention to the screen, this is a picture of Austin Blizzard. Austin graduated on campus in a smaller setting, as the HEB Center would have been a bit overwhelming. While the setting could be described as smaller, the audience was large and included seniors who are here today. So I wanted to add Austin into the 2019 class where he belongs, with you. As I looked over the podium that day, I can't begin to describe the sense of pride I felt knowing that this group of seniors, this class of 2019, had figured it out. Their characteristic is inclusivity. Inclusivity is a word that can be used a lot, but not always lived out in action. Seeing our students demonstrate an authentic friendship and support, seeking out students who are not always able to participate in the same things, and then creating events that bring new experiences to be shared by all is one of the most powerful moments I've experienced in my 20 years in education. While others show you ways to impact lives as adults, I want you to know that you have already impacted this adult's life in a major way. I will be a better leader who strives every day to create more inclusive experiences for every Rouse High School student because you have shown me the way this year. So simply put, the end of my speech is a heartfelt thank you. We will now show a slide presentation prepared by the AV Club seniors with the help of Laurel Taylor, Rouse Tech app teacher. Please direct your attention to the screen above you and behind me and enjoy a look back at some wonderful memories.
I'm an artist.
I'm a musician. I'm an athlete.
I am editor-in-chief of the Raider Rumbler.
I'm captain of the UIL State Champions Social Studies team.
I am a problem solver.
I'm the 2018-2019 Student Body President.
We are Amazing Raiders.
Congratulations, class of 2019. You did it. Take a moment, breathe, and enjoy this time. You just finished a major chapter in your life. But take a breath, turn the page, and keep moving forward. Don't forget all the things you've learned that helped you get here, and more importantly, don't lose sight of where you're going. And yes, I just made a reading reference.
Class of 2019, this is Mr. Rodriguez giving you the congratulations for making it. I'm really proud of y'all, going through it, getting after it. So whatever you're dreaming, whatever your goals are, go for it.
Hi seniors, so proud of you, congratulations, class of 2019. Can't wait to see what great things you're gonna accomplish next year as you're off in the real world. Good luck, and we will be thinking of you.
Hey seniors, I'm so glad that I got to teach you this year. I hope you go off and have a wonderful life in your great future and do great, amazing things.
This is Coach Ott. I have 3 things that I want you to remember. Number 1, if you ever get a credit card, only have a $500 limit on it. You can afford $500. Second thing, it's not what you know, it's who you know. If you go and you might have the person that's sitting right next to you right now, you want to be nice to them because you never know if you want to ask them for a job. And the third thing is don't drink, and if you do, don't drive. Tonight, I hope you have a wonderful evening and stuff like that, but please be responsible and turn your keys over to somebody else. Have a wonderful year and congratulations again.
I'd like to shout out to all my NHS officers who have made the program better than it's ever been. Thank you so much. Best wishes.
Congrats, class of 2019.
And don't forget, now that you're out of school, reasonable suspicion isn't enough. They need probable cause. Don't forget to vote.
Economics is everywhere. Calculate your opportunity cost before you make any decisions.
In the words of my mom, be safe, have fun.
And we'll see you on the other side.
Queridos seniors, estoy muy orgullosa de ustedes y por todo lo que han logrado. Les deseo todo lo mejor en el mundo y que se realicen todos sus bonitos sueños. Con mucho amor y cariño de Señora Muñoz Hopkins. Mwah.
Hey guys, Coach Hillsbeck here. Just wanted to congratulate the senior golfers this year. Just really enjoyed seeing you guys improve over the last 4 years, and it's just been my honor, privilege, and pleasure working with you. Wish you all the greatest luck in the future, and going forward, just want to give you a little golf clap.
Congratulations, class of 2019.
Remember everything Nurse Janice taught you, eat breakfast, wash your hands, and never be too old to have a lot of fun. Proud of you guys.
Hey Royals, I'd like to congratulate you on an amazing 4 years, and I wish all of you the best of luck in the future. And I would especially like to congratulate you on being Grand National Champions! Woo!
Thanks for the adventure. Now go have a new one.
Hey, Rouse! We love you! We're proud of you! Congratulations! Whoop, whoop.
We just want to wish you guys good luck and congratulations on making it through 2019.
And I want to send a special message to my seniors who I've had for most of your high school years, and it's just been really special to watch you grow up, and you'll always have a special place in my heart, and I'll miss you. And good luck.
Yeah, you guys, good luck in your future endeavors, and I hope it all works out. Hey, if y'all see us on the street, come say hi. Don't be strangers.
1, 2, 3, 4. We wish you luck and so much more. 5, 6, 7, 8. We think our seniors are so great. 9, 10, 11, 12. Our advice is to be yourself. 16, 17, 18 now. Class of 19, we say, wow!
By now, there's some things that we definitely hope that you've learned from us. For me, it would be how to properly hold a knife, how to use a microwave, pushing all the correct buttons, how to boil water, and most importantly, please wash your hands. How about planning a vacation, booking your flights, booking your hotels, or caring for an infant? But you can hold off on that for a little while. Yes. We also hope you have learned how to thread a needle, sew on a button, write a lesson plan, and serve your community. We wish you the best of luck. We hope you guys continue to use all these awesome skills in your future. Good luck, everybody. Bye.
Rouse Band seniors, you guys came, you conquered history, record settings, first band from Rouse ever to make it to the state marching band contest. I'm really, really proud of you. I can't wait to see what you guys do after being at Rouse.
Congratulations, seniors. No more
dress code, parking permits,
Star tests, tardies.
We love you. Good luck.
I would like to introduce the Rouse High School Senior Class President, Chad Dittmar. Chad is the son of Gary and Paula Dittmar and the brother of Brandon. Chad is the senior class president, proud graduate of Texas Boys State and the secretary of HOSA. He has also been an active leader and member of National Spanish Honor Society, Raiders Joan for Hope, HOSA, BSU, UIL Math and Science, and Student Council. Chad looks forward to studying clinical pharmacy at the University of Texas at Austin. Another hook-em for them. Please welcome Chad Dittmar.
I would like to say that it has been an honor to serve as your senior class president. Woo! When I first moved to Texas 5 years ago, I honestly had no idea what to expect. However, I was introduced to a supportive administration, kind-hearted peers, and many outstanding teachers. In short, I was embraced with open arms. And this is how all graduates should approach their new future, with a positive attitude and open arms. Whether you are attending a university, trade school, community college, or joining the military, I am confident that you all will succeed in achieving all of your aspirations. The staff and administration at Rouse High School has not only played a significant role in our development, but they also established a robust foundation which has paved the road to future success and self-fulfillment. Once again, congratulations to our class of 2019 on this milestone achievement in our lives, and I hope that you all will succeed in your future endeavors. Treasure your memories, and let's join together for one last time in singing our famous school song. Graduates, family, and friends, please stand with us as we sing this Rouse High School school song, Hearts in Unity, one last time together.
Family and friends, you may be seated. Graduates, you may be seated as well. I have a few reminders before we do the really fun part of the ceremony here. Our graduates will be exiting through the left and right of the stage this year. So if you've been at previous graduations, the doors have been that way. Family, we still want you to meet them out that direction by the flagpoles. All right, the turning of the tassel. Graduates, the tassel attached to your cap is rooted in academic symbolism from the Middle Ages. In recognition of the conferring of your diploma, tradition holds that your tassel be turned from one side of the cap to the other. You don't have to figure out which side. Isn't that awesome? At this time, please turn your tassel. With the turning of your tassel, I bid you a fond farewell as students of Rouse High School and congratulate you, the Rouse High School class of 2019.
fantastic 4 years.
I was thinking, are they getting off a plane because you were doing this at the end like a flight attendant, and we have video of it.
I saw the text where you said if you didn't listen. So I wanted to make sure there was a
But it was
visual.
you were the first one that did the two fingers like a flight attendant too, and then back